Alex here. My name's Hella, and look, bzzzt, I have an electrified cat. Electrified. Bzzzt. Maybe the cat went and chewed on the Christmas lights. Dunno. How was your Christmas, everyone? Guess what I did yesterday on Boxing Day? I did the stupidest thing. I went to the shops. That was dumb. Dumb in the biggest way. Ended up in traffic trying to get to the shops for 45 minutes, and it should have been like a 15-minute drive in the heat. And I mean, I was in the aircon, but you could tell like the sun was just beating down on the car, and was starting to lose hope of ever getting to the shops. Finally got to the shops, and then there, because you know these days it's a leftover from COVID rules, there are lineups to get in the shops. You actually, there's like a velvet rope kind of thing. So to get into like the Nike store or the Adidas store, you have to line up and wait your turn because there's too many people in the shop, right? It's a health hazard. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. Anyway, I bought some more thongs, and I mean flip-flops. Some Havaianas. I like Havaianas. But only because it would have been too much of a waste of time to go and be there otherwise. I felt like it was kind of like a panic purchase. You know those panic purchases? When you put so much effort in to be there that you might as well buy something. My God, it was hell. So it's your Boxing Day today, right? Do you have sales today? Is everyone going sales? What is your first boxing bout? No, I usually don't bother going shopping on Boxing Day because I guess I kind of forgot what shit it was to go shopping on Boxing Day. But little girl wanted to go, and then she continued to complain the entire time, because that's what you do when you're 12 going on 13. Yeah, it was not fun. Christine has 259 subscribers. Oh yeah, bring on those subs, Christine. Can we get a porcupine meatball emoji? If you're watching Nick Starro yesterday, I popped onto his stream, and he was a little bit intoxicated, just a bit festive. And we watched the interview that Ashley Banfield did with the entire prison over in Pennsylvania when Luigi was there. And we also had a look at their menu. They were eating porcupine meatballs. And I swear they look like they were going to come out the other end exactly the way that they go in. Yes, we Googled them. Yes. And porcupine meatballs don't look very yummy, let's say. I was more concerned about the grits for breakfast. And I'm too chicken to try shopping on Boxing Day. Well, that's a smart idea. Snivels is here with the Fire Ds. You love the Fire D, don't you, Snivels? You love the Fire D. A good bit of Fire D. Always get you fired up. Hang on. I'm going to bring Ilya in. Mr. T-Bone. Hello. You muted?
I know I'm muted. I'm trying to unmute before you brought attention to it.
Yeah. But can you do the gypsy voice?
Ain't gonna bring me down. Living my best life. And that D is fire. Took me a minute.
Can't bring me down. I'm living my best life. Oh God, it was a year ago, guys, that we were doing the Gypsy Rose stuff. I think it was actually a year ago today, just about, that she got out of prison. She got out on the 27th of December last year. And yeah, we started our whole gypsy thing this time last year.
Good times.
Yeah, it was good times. Can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. And we still have the fire D emoji. We can't get rid of it. It was so great.
Phil.
Hey, Unbronzed, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. And Nick, how are you? It took a while before we found out that porcupine meatballs are meatballs with rice in them, not roadkill meatballs. Yeah, that's correct. Hey, Nick, if you want to pop on, you're welcome. We're having a bit of a brainstorm today. So the point of the stream today is we're not doing the awards today. We are brainstorming the nominations today for the best of and worst of 2024. Right? So we're having a bit of fun, and we've had this idea for a while, right? So this idea is that we do a best of and worst of the trials and things that we've watched throughout the year, right? And we have a few ideas already for the categories. So for example, I'll give you a couple. So most BS conviction. So I think we could probably
Mark Jensen. Oh, this year.
That wasn't this year.
Okay.
Most BS conviction. I think Richard Allen was probably the most BS conviction, but there's probably been a couple of other BS convictions. And when we do run it, it'll be the chat that gets to vote on what the most BS conviction was. And we'll probably go with 4. We'll have 4 nominees, and then we'll go with the top 2, and then the top 2 will battle it out. Then there'll be a judges category, so most popular, most painful judge, whichever you like. Most distracting person in the gallery. I like that one. Most base testimony. And I like, okay, urine drinker has to be in there.
Yes.
Urine drinker must be in there. My favorite category, and that I've been wanting to do for a long time, is the least expert. Yeah, and I think, okay, of the experts, the one from the Hannah Gutierrez trial, the guy who with the gun who just kept pointing it at the judge and himself and the bailiff and everybody, he's definitely going to be one of the least experts. Best bald head, half Irish, that's a good one. All right, I see I'm writing these down. Best bald head. Oh, awesome, that's so great. Okay, so yeah, so today we're having a little bit of a brainstorm about what the different categories would be and who the nominees might be, because you guys get to watch more stuff than we do. We're here making streams all the time. What do you guys think? Is it worth doing the stream? If we don't do it, we'll do it on Saturday. Yeah, probably Saturday night, 6 p.m. or so, and might have some guests and have a bit of a laugh about it, and yeah, chat gets to decide who wins. Most lovable witness, KLF. Most lovable, hey? Oh, TYO choice. Darlie sings like an angel. Hey Phil, I was wondering, you never come on stream. Would you like to be on stream for this one? For the best of and worst of 2024, because you know so much about this stuff. Would ya? Also, the guy who enlarged video stills in Hannah G trial. Oh, see, he's full of the info. I would really like your input into this, Phil. Would you guys like to see Phil? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to have Phil on. Biggest loser of 2024, Prosecutor Love and Fannie Willis. Yep. Who spent $15 million on a RICO trial and only got probation sentences and acquittals out of it. I am copying and pasting that right now. Biggest loser of 2024. Mods, would you mind taking some notes on this stuff? Because I am never going to be able to keep up whilst I'm chatting. That would be much appreciated. Did I hear this wrong? Did she just appeal again?
Yeah, she withdrew the appeal because the attorney general was like, "Shut up, silly woman! We're not gonna run with the appeal if it gets granted anyways. So there's no point in you trying to appeal this," because she wouldn't have handled the appeal.
And okay, so this can't happen again, right? This is over now,
No,
right?
it's over.
Thank God.
Yeah, the attorney general shut her down.
That has. And is she still working on this? Like, or is it over? Like, is she still the
Um,
prosecutor for Rust? Or
well, she was the special prosecutor.
I know.
She's still handling Hannah's stuff, I think.
Phil's gonna come on. Yeah. Is this the first dream for you, Phil? Do I get an exclusive? Yes. Is this a debut of Phil TYO Toys? Oh wow, this is great. I can't wait. Hello, Cassowary. Yeah, I saw that Runkle did a video, but I
Yeah.
didn't know whether I was like pinch myself. Is this just one from previous or what?
No, it was official.
Someone in my everyday life here in Australia said to me, "Did you see the Alec Baldwin thing came up again?" And I was like, "Nah, like that's happened already like 3 times. No, 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 it happened this week. No, nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah." And then I saw there was a Runkle video. I was like, "That can't be.
Yeah.
Really? Wow." The Pea Drinker has to be amongst the nominees. Oh yeah, Pea Drinker is definitely going to be on the best testimony list for sure. Baldwin will never end. Okay, so biggest winners of the year has to be Baldwin. He won big time, right? So I don't like it, but he won. His lawyer has some big balls. Spiro has some big balls. Okay, so only if Nick is also on my Norwegian, what, Bromman?
Broham?
Do you mean if he's going to be on here? We have to talk him into it because it's outside of his time zone generally. But sometimes he stays awake and has a few and enjoys himself. Who's a narcissist, Snibbles? Everybody's a narcissist. Oh my God, we need biggest narcissist.
Ooh, yes.
Oh. Oh, yes. Biggest narcissist. Oh, wow. Hang on, I'm writing that down. Biggest narcissist. Biggest narcissist.
Arr.
Nar.
No, Boone isn't a narcissist.
No, she's not a narcissist. Oh, I'll false it. Everyone starts saying boo.
How dare you? How dare you all?
Okay, and since we're on boo, how about Littlest Manlet?
Yes. Although the melody little, or no.
Faris.
Faris. Thank you.
Okay, I already have one for stupidest prosecutor.
Okay.
Yeah, so he could win. The prosecutor. Boone loses to the Vegas Manlet. Oh, but he could. The Vegas Manlet. He could also be in the bald category as well. We need an eyebrows category.
Yes.
We need an eyebrows category, everyone. Robert Tellers. He can be in both. He can be in Manlet. He can be in narcissist and in eyebrows.
Yeah.
Robert Tellers could take out a few.
Really, it's the trifecta there.
He does. What if he wins 3? What should we send him something?
Gets the hat trick.
Shrivels, sexiest chatter. I nominate myself. Oh, Luigi. Luigi is already a winner. He has so many fans. There are so many people dropping their panties for Luigi right now.
More than Wade.
He might be the most loved defendant. Oh, okay, yes, all right. So most simped for defendant.
Yes.
Look, Wade would be in there. Luigi be in there. Who else?
Tell us.
Simped?
Oh, Sarah Boone.
No.
By you.
I don't simp for Sarah Boone. Okay, who else were you simping for? Oh, Courtney Clenny.
Yeah.
Karen Reed.
Hannah
Rafka,
Gutierrez.
you like Karen Reed? Oh, Hannah Gutierrez, yeah, she had some fans. She had some fans. Biggest grifter from jail. Oh. Okay, hang on, write this down. Biggest grifter from jail and most simped.
Most talkative defendant.
Yes, that's a good one. Most talkative. Well, Chili gets to go on that one. I think we need Chili de Castro. Talkative. There you go. Koberger has his own Sims. Yes and no. I think there are people probably who think he's hot in that, but you like Koberger?
Rawr.
Rawr. He definitely looks better now than he did when he was arrested. He looks healthier.
True.
But yeah, I mean, the whole thing about people simping over him, I think it's a little bit overblown. I think generally people just don't like what's happened to him more. That mugshot had women ovulating on. Oh, the most recent one of him? Yeah. Yeah, he does look better in that one. I'll agree with that. Koberger both in eyebrow and simp categories. Okay, sure, I'll put him in both of those. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna star that comment so I can come back to that. The trans stripper paralegal for me from the Baldwin. What?
I think that was the Hannah trial.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Yeah.
The one who looked like Kim Kardashian, but like really Temu version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Oh, we can add bowls to the bald heads.
Yeah, of course. He's definitely. So we got bowls. Okay, so now we need most shit attorneys.
Okay.
Yeah. Most shit attorneys. Because Bowles is going on that.
Sexiest
Most.
jury consultant.
Who are you thinking of?
Oh, you don't remember?
No. Who?
Shelby.
Oh, Shelby. She's a jury consultant.
Yep, that was her job. Reading
Really?
juries. Yeah. After she won Miss Bikini International, she got a job at Hooters and then got hired by Owen's law firm as a jury consultant.
No.
Yeah, it's on her CV and everything.
She's got Hooters on her CV.
Yeah. Well, you don't want any mysterious gaps of employment on there. You got to include it all.
I suppose you don't, do you? There's no mysterious gaps for her.
No.
Oh, dear. Spiciest clerk of court. Hey, that'd be Becky. Oh, dear. Hey, Angie, how's it going? See? I'm calling you Angie because you like being called Angie. I pay attention to these things, Angie. I mean, Nick slept through April's court appearance.
True.
Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't going to include any YouTubers in this because I don't really want to start the year with more enemies than I ended it with.
If it helps, he's not really a YouTuber anymore.
But he is kind of a defendant, so sure, Nick can be on the list. Why not? Why not? You bought me a coffee. Oh, thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Yes, I now have Buy Me a Coffee. The reason I have Buy Me a Coffee is because apparently they don't take like a giant 30% out of your coffee like YouTube does. So that's nice. So I'm giving that a go. Thank you to everyone who's bought me a coffee today. I think there's 2 of you now, maybe 3. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, of course we can include rackets. Why not? So you bought me a coffee, did you? Hella, I made a best and worst of 2024 channel in Discord. Thank you very much for doing that.
One.
Yeah, okay. So if you're a member and you're part of our Discord channel, member of either my channel or his channel, then you can come into the Discord and you can absolutely add things in there, much appreciated. Or if you want to tweet me, you can always do that as well. Definitely appreciate it, because this is actually going to be a little bit of an undertaking.
Yeah.
Putting this together, and I, you know me, I don't sign myself up for too much, ever. All right, what else have we got here? Lally. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be dickiest prosecutors. Dickiest prosecutors. Oh God, there's been some. Hey, there's been some shit prosecutors. I don't like prosecutors. You know that. Okay, so Santa, as in Bill Thompson. He's a dick. Who else? Oh, yeah, of course. We already said Carrie Morrissey. Okay, everyone help me out. Big Daddy is the best victim. We need a best victim.
Adrian Love.
Oh, of course, yeah, okay. So we have Adrian Love. All right. So hang on, I'm just going to write this down. So we have Adrian Love. Lally. Oh, Nick McClelland. Coke dealer hair. And the little
Franklin
manlet.
Tucker was this year, right?
Tucker was, yeah, he was February.
Okay.
Yeah. He would be the most talkative defendant.
And lawyer.
Yeah. Well, we only interviewed him 4 times.
Oh, God.
Whilst he was still a defendant.
And the interviews are still going to this day.
Yeah. He went on Court TV recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the chick was like trying to
Control him.
steer him back on topic. It was quite funny. We did a far better job.
Hey, Dina.
Dina's here. Oh, Dina, how good is your Christmas present? How good is your Christmas present, lady?
Have you opened it yet?
I maybe might have known about it. I maybe might have been the only person on YouTube to know about it. I'm very pleased. Sean one day was like, I'm going to die if I don't tell somebody. Oh, just too cute. Yes, Dina, we are brainstorming what would be the categories if we were to do a stream of the best and worst of 2024. Yeah, I'm sure Sean would have ideas. So best and worst of 2024. I can't believe I never caught. Yeah, he worked so hard to make sure you never caught on to that. Yeah. So if anyone didn't catch this yesterday, Sean was telling everybody that Dina and her friend are going for a cruise to Alaska.
Wow.
Yo. And he gave her this awesome map showing all the places that she's going. And yeah, it was a secret, and he had to transfer money in different places and not let her know. And it was, he's very sweet. He's very sweet. Worst Lego build. How about most obvious ripoff of a concept? No, we won't do that. Who's this? John Schuenholm, Troconis lawyer, was pretty horrible. Oh, I remember him. He looked like Rackets, but 30 years older.
Wow.
If I remember correctly.
Hopefully sober.
But the judge in the Troconis was based. He was based. And I don't generally say that about judges. I usually don't like judges at all or think that they're anything special. But he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. Okay, can I make list of worst YouTuber of the year? I just want the nomination. Sure, if you really want it, then cool. Most often demonetized or struck. David from Making Law Simple Network. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're going to have the best time, but we're going to miss you. What'll be funny is suddenly Sean's going to be streaming like pretty much 24 hours a day. Yeah. It'll all be like, okay, Sean's streaming again. Sean's streaming again. Sean's streaming again. Wow. You guys are such couple goals. Yeah, you are. Yes, okay, so with the judges, there'll obviously be lots of people who just love Judge Koenig. I think he's a dick. Usually when the public love a judge, that's when, like, we here think that they're a dick, because they tend to go really hard on the defense. Judge Newman. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do we name the judges category? Because I'm not going to say I like best judge, most talked about judge.
Most interesting,
That's lame.
most excitable, most erotic. That's Bruce Schroeder.
Most infamous. I don't know. Arnie, Bev, and Gul. Okay, all right. We need to. How about we just go with the nasty ones? Because there's been some nasty ones. Oh, for Judge of the Year. Just Judge of the Year. Boo, Berries, how are you? Least offensive judge? I just generally don't like them. Yeah. Judges who shouldn't be judges. Judges who need to be struck down. Judges who should have a bolt of lightning come and smack them on their head. Controversial judges. Most corrupt judges. Isn't it sad that we could, like, list out a bunch of them? Most base... Yeah, Alex Judge was good. I liked Alex Judge. And I liked, the Trachonis Judge. The one that was... Was he like, that actor? He was a black actor with a really awesome voice.
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Oh,
he was born for, yeah.
Your internet's kind of glitching at the moment.
Is it? Okay, I'll fix it.
Yeah.
A second, I might disappear. Keep talking.
Oh, no. So, what's going on, chat? How's everybody doing?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No.
I should have said no, but I can hear you.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman lookalike. Yeah. That one prosecutor who quit the Baldwin trial. Oh, she was great. She reminds me of that lady that was in Frasier. She was the physical carer of the granddad. I can't remember her name, but she looked exactly like her. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was cool. She quit because she didn't want to be part of the corruption.
I think she was just afraid to make a record, and because Carrie wanted to appeal, and she didn't want to appeal and have her name thrown through the mud.
What was her name? Man, Judge Boyce. Judge Boyce? Oh yeah, in Idaho. As in Laurie Vallow and then Chad Daybell. He had a lot to deal with. They were really nasty trials. Both of those were really nasty trials. And he was pretty fair, actually, I thought, considering that they were clearly both guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
And they were long, long trials, drawn out over years. He dealt with some shit with those two.
True.
So yeah, I would say Judge Boyce is pretty good. Judge Joyce was pretty good. Alex Judge and the prosecutor that quit is the same person?
No,
What?
they look very similar though.
No. No, she's much younger. Oh. If I look on my Twitter, I can find her.
Can you?
Yeah.
Or Linda Johnson.
Linda, that's right. She had like a mixed name, like Linda and
Yeah.
something else that's not quite right. Yeah, Linda. Yes. Potato Cam. Well, hey, Jim Cox, how are you? Nice to see you. She was a cutie. You think so, Mavka? Yeah, she looks like the lady from Frasier. Yeah, Glanville definitely needs to be on the nasty judges list. Worst judge. Strong contender for worst Oh, the closing. Yes, that's right. Okay, we have that. So we need to talk about that. So we have best opening and closing arguments. Worst closing, Lally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Pretty
sure.
bad.
Yep. Okay. So that was pretty bad. I hate to say it, but whilst I think that Owens for Boone got a really bad rap, considering that he only had a few weeks with his client and the discovery, I hate bashing him because he did pretty good considering what he had to work with. That closing was shit. That closing was pretty shit. But then again, they did object about 8 times in the first 10 minutes.
That's true.
They threw him right off his game. So, I don't know if I really want to put him up for worst closing, but it was a pretty crap closing. David and Eddie closing is goated. Yeah, he did a good closing argument. He did. Strong contender. Yeah, okay, hang on. Hella, did you get my DM about the alibi memes? Where did you send it, Berries? Did you send it to X or Discord? Because I have not seen it. Oh, now I've got it. Sorry. Yes, now I have it. Thank you. Yep. Who's Hilton? Who was Hilton?
That was Young Thug as well.
Okay. See, this is why I need you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can't watch everything. Yeah, okay. So, factual lie. You were watching all of the YSL stuff, so I did not know that. And there's quite a few people here who watch YSL, so thank you. Yeah, got it. Thank you, Berries. Best prosecutor. Okay. So, I don't generally like prosecutors. So, you guys are going to help me with this one. Who do you think was actually a good prosecutor? Was it snowing or was it snowing or what? Hey, but was it snowing? Was it snowing? Do you think it was snowing? Was it snowing? Brian Steele for Badass of the Year. Okay, now actually, Badass of the Year is a really good one. I'm going to write that down. Because, yeah, he's a badass. Guys, give me some other badasses. Hello, Wicked Sight. The guy that convicted Robert Tellers. What was his... Yeah, I agree. He was pretty good. What, if anything?
Woody.
Woody is going to be on best testimony list.
Okay.
Yep. I think Morrissey was the best prosecutor for the Gutierrez trial. Yeah, but she can't be stupidest prosecutor and also best prosecutor.
True.
Like that doesn't really work, does it? Thing with Morrissey was, like, I was so disappointed with her that day that she got up on the stand. Like, when she ran up on the stand like that,
Yeah.
I just lost all faith in her whatsoever. I thought she was good. Like, she was a good defense attorney. Like, we saw her. Sorry, what was the trial that she was well known for?
Dean Cummings.
Dean Cummings. Yeah, we watched her in the Dean Cummings trial. And she was amazing. She was a fantastic defense attorney, top of her field.
Yeah.
And then she goes and clearly gets personally invested in this Alec Baldwin thing. And then when her ethics are called into question, what does she do? She runs up onto the stand and becomes a witness.
Yeah.
And it was so stupid. And it was just this moment of disbelief. Like, how can you go and throw your career away like that? Actually, that would be a bombshell moment. Someone earlier in chat said before, like, biggest bombshell. That was a bit of a bombshell moment when that happened. It was just like a what is going on moment. Maybe good prosecutors don't stand out as much and thus they are hard to remember. Yeah, maybe.
True.
Maybe. Oh, Erica Morse. Yes. And Andrea. Yeah, she's badass of the year for sure. I wasn't going to put YouTubers in, but she's done some amazing work. But Erica Morse, so she's an investigator for the defense in the Richard Allen trial, and she's come out just recently. I was talking about this on the stream the other day. She's just come out just recently, and she said, I hope, check if I'm alive in the next 24 hours, something like that, because she's gone and talked about the fact that there are people who have died as a result of going against the state's wishes in regard to the prosecution of Richard Allen. And yeah, she's just full on. She's great. Like, she was telling it like it is on Court TV and on Bob Motter's stream. So yeah, she's fantastic. I hope she is safe, but I would love to talk to her. I'm this year's biggest loser. Are you, JC? No. Both Fanny and Kari did that. Yes, that was a bombshell moment. The Fanny moment.
Yeah, that was with the Trump trial.
The pink dress moment.
Yeah.
The backwards dress. Oh yeah.
God.
It would be, okay, between her and Carrie getting up on the stand, those two moments they're both pretty full on. I don't know which one I would choose. Oh,
Fanny.
hottest mess attorney Shannon Smith. Yes. I'm so sorry to say it, but yes. Wow. That was God. Yeah, she messed up big time. Band-aids don't cover bullet holes. Don't fix whatever the Taylor Swift line is. I don't remember. But from that very moment, she was just on a path to destruction. She was just a mess. Goodness, thank you for that, Mavka. The prosecutor of Chandler Holson was good. He was great, but he wasn't this year. And actually, if I think of prosecutors I enjoyed listening to, and there aren't many, he's one. I actually really enjoyed listening to him. There's one other, and Dali's going to hate me for this, and that is the prosecutor in the Mark Jensen trial. Yep. Sorry.
The woman?
I think he's great. Huh?
Jamboy?
Jamboy. Jambi? I love Jambi.
Yeah, well, the woman lost her DA race. Ha ha.
I don't care. I love Jambi.
Go against Mark Jensen, that's what you get.
Ex parte meeting Brian. Yes. Okay, so that's when like the whole country and world started watching the YSL trial, right? So that moment was a bombshell moment, and like, guys, you need to kind of explain this to me, like how that became such a thing. Like, ex parte meetings, we know, like watching trials, we know that that's a big deal, right?
Defense did not know about it. Plus, it was with a state witness, so they were talking to the state or talking to the witness, and it was kind of an issue.
Got you.
Be
Yeah,
right
I know, I know, I know that that's a thing, but why did it blow up to be like public news, right? So it got the attention of like mainstream media, didn't it? So what I'm more interested in is like for trial watchers, we understand that that's a huge deal, right? But I'm just more interested in how it blew up to be something that was in like the mainstream like newspapers and things like that. Is it because Young Thug was involved and uh, it was corruption against him? I don't know, but it brought it to the attention of a lot more people, and then people started to watch it when they weren't before. You're overseas, are you, David? So you're with your wife over in Sweden? I didn't know that. Sorry. Everyone dropped when they were doing to watch the pink dress fanny moment. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's because it was a part of the Trump thing. Ashley Merchant for Badass when she came into the court backing up still. Yes. Yes. Dave's in Sweden. Yeah, okay. Now, Daniel Penny was actually a big one. And isn't it interesting how sometimes even the ones that we don't get to see, like the trials that we don't get to watch, are the ones that still make headlines and people talk about. So Daniel Penny was a big winner if you're including defendants, yes, although he should not have been put through that in the first place. Well, that's kind of why people care about Daniel Penny, because he shouldn't have been put through that in the first place. And it became very political. It seems to me that a lot of these things in New York become political. And that's what's happening with Luigi now too. That's becoming political. So the mayor getting himself involved in the Luigi case when it's just a shooting, like shootings happen in New York, right? A lot. Yet the mayor is going and walking with him on this stupid long perp walk and also getting on TV and saying, I won't allow you to terrorize our beloved city, without even saying the word allegedly.
Yeah.
And then with this Daniel Penny thing, it becomes this big race symbolism thing. Whereas he was just trying to protect people on a train. Is it called a train or a
Subway?
Yeah. He was just trying to protect people from someone who was in a confined space with a bunch of citizens, and this person was saying, I am going to kill someone in here today. Right? So it boggles my mind that in that situation, these particular cases end up becoming such a talking point when there are so many other big crimes that happen all the time. They pick these ones and they end up being the ones that everyone talks about because they become political.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, Daniel Penny, he was a big winner, and I hope that he ends up really doing well out of this. He should, because he's been through hell
Yeah.
just for doing what he was trained to do and being a good guy, basically. Yeah. Shannon Smith said under her breath, "That's right. Oh my God. Just shoot me."
Awkward.
She represented NASA.
No.
Larry,
Well, that too.
Larry
Yeah.
Nassar. And like, I mean, that was a high profile case as well. And you would think she'd know better.
You know.
You would think she'd know better. It's interesting with her because she never had to go to trial. for Larry Nassar. Larry Nassar pled guilty at the very last minute. So it's so interesting to me, like, if that had gone to trial, would it have been such a mess like that
Yeah.
trial ended up being for Jennifer Crumbly? Because we never got to see that play out, but we did get to see it play out for Jennifer Crumbly. My goodness, would she have made slips of the tongue like that
Yeah.
in the Larry Nassar trial, which was so sensitive? Like, there was so much sensitive stuff that would have come up at that trial. He was good until he called the defense liars. Who are you talking about, Law Kong? Trying to work out who you mean. Biggest judge switch up for sure. That was YSL. Yeah. Did you see Vinny's reaction to Doug Carter? Oh, this is wild. I'm going to show this on Hearsay for Days on Sunday. So Vinny's gone and taken a bit of a stand against the whole Delphi situation. And it's very odd because Vinny Politan is usually right up the bum of any state prosecutor.
Yeah.
He is such a guilter. Everyone's guilty. Guilty all the time. So it's really unusual for him to be like, well, we should have been in the courtroom. There should be transparency, or none of these questions would be happening, right? So, and then to have this Erica woman on and Bob Motta after a conviction and
Yeah.
having them say that things have gone wrong, that's interesting, isn't it? Because Court TV, their viewer base is very prosecution minded.
Yeah. Very biased.
Very biased, yeah. And like, they love to see murderers put away.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so the jury has spoken. So for him now to speak out and say, hey, Judge Gull didn't allow us in, and she should have allowed us in, otherwise these questions that are being asked, of course they're going to be asked because there's no transparency. It's unusual, don't you think?
Very unusual for them.
It's very unusual. Now, I think it was Fondian, he's often in chat. He was talking to me on X about this, and his take, and because he's quite cynical like me, right? And his take was that the reason Vinnie Politan is upset about this is because they didn't get to cover it, therefore they didn't get the views. And I'm like, okay, that's actually what I thought to start off with. But the thing about it is that that's a lost battle already. Those views are gone,
Yeah.
right? So why would Vinnie Politan now go and take the side of the likes of Bob Motta and this Erica in order to potentially alienate the Court TV audience, who will be very much like, why are you defending a child murderer, right?
Yeah.
But then Fondian said, yes, but now there's more views and keeping it going, because if they think that something went wrong and there's this conspiracy, then you can keep
True.
you can keep the content coming. So I don't know. Again, I'm cynical. I feel like Vinny is likely to play whatever side is going to get his bosses more revenue. But he did seem, I don't know, he's a bit of a good actor. He seemed to be genuine, but he was talking about it from the point of view of, we should have been there. There should have been more transparency rather than there has been an injustice. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but it was a moment. It was definitely a
Unusual.
moment to remember. Yeah. So we'll have a look at that on Sunday, and I'll show you all the comments and reactions to that. The two women in the Darrell Brooks case, 2024, they were patient and careful. Were the two women in the Darrell Brooks case?
This year?
Which two women? You mean his girlfriend? That's also an Erica. Not sure. Judge Glanville automatically jumping to who snitched. Dear me, that's so bad, isn't it? Sorry, I'm behind in chat. Hello, Bobby. What are you doing, Bobby? Bobby was making fun of me being an Australian the other day. He said that my Christmas hat means that we're all just a little bit off. Hey, actually, whilst we're at it, I still have a couple of Christmas crackers. Who wants a joke?
Jeez,
These aren't the good jokes. Sorry?
Wake up the whole neighborhood, why don't you?
Yeah. Whiny wine. Okay. Why did the turkey join the band?
Gobble, gobble.
Because it had the drumsticks.
I get it. That's funny. I like that.
I got a hat. You like?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the toy? Just a minute. Oh, I've got a little frog paperclip.
It's very nice.
See?
There you go.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it? That
Wonderful.
was worth it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. Okay. Hey, Maddie B. Hey, Maddie B, you were someone different yesterday. Hey, Young, how are you? Okay. So, we're talking, people in chat are talking about Luigi. Yeah, I can see why Luigi, his motivation was political. But, okay, so here's my take on it. I think what the mayor is doing by making him a symbol and putting him out there with this long purple thing and then allowing, for the very first time, or I'm not sure if it's the first time, but it's an unusual thing to allow cameras into the courtroom for NYC, for his arraignment. And making this whole statement about, I won't allow you in here to terrorize my city, all of that, he's actually, it's counterintuitive. So it's not helping. He's the one continuing to make it political fodder, and he's actually making him into a symbol of some sort of hero, right? It's not helping. If he were to just stay away from it and prosecute him and put him in Rikers and then let the whole process play out, everyone would forget about Luigi and he would be found guilty because the facts would be against him, right? But instead, what the mayor is doing is he's putting him up on a pedestal and he's trying to use him for his own political gain.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not working. It's just making Luigi more popular. And it's the whole premise or the idea that Luigi had in the first place, which is get people talking about this healthcare problem. It's worked, and it's going to continue to work. So, Mayor, what are you doing? Like, how is this doing any good to your cause? I feel like it's completely the opposite. Yeah, the mayor has some nerve. He's under investigation himself and should understand the concept innocent till proven guilty. Yeah, and that is what Luigi's lawyer was saying. She said it really clearly, actually. It was quite a moment. In fact, she was like, well, deflecting from his own issues. Well, that was funny, and probably a moment that the mayor was wondering whether it was a good idea for the cameras to be in the courtroom for that. Honestly, I was shocked that we got to see in that courtroom. Were you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did not think they would have that.
I mean, I was happy, but
Yeah.
like we didn't get to see in Daniel Penny's courtroom,
Nope. Or Trump.
right? No, of course not Trump. Of course not Trump. Mayor Adams had to be scared now that a person in the conviction took an immunity deal today. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, the whole Shannon thing. It was nuts. Hey, good to have you here. Ilya T-Bone. Have you decided what you want your name to be for 2024?
We can have a T-bone for 2024. That's
Get it for
5 days.
Oh, sorry, 2025.
Oh, well, then I plead the fifth. Ah.
Damn it. Damn it. You're right. Rick Allen is definitely factually not guilty. I believe he didn't do it. I believe that he's innocent AF. Regardless, he was not proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt by any stretch of the imagination. I feel very strongly about that. If you want to go back and have a look at, I did a stream the day after the verdict came back, and I was so shaken up about the fact that juries, they just don't understand this burden that's on them. So this standard that is the highest standard in the land, the highest standard, you need to be as sure as you can possibly be that this person committed this act. You need to eliminate every other possibility. And in this case, the crime scene did not align with his own version of events. He said that he was spooked by a van and he murdered them quickly. That is not what the crime scene shows at all. At all. So I believe that the jury did a very poor job in that they did not align those two things and see the huge amount of doubt that was there. So that said, I've been obviously chastised for saying that the jury did wrong, because I believe the jury did wrong. I really do. I don't care. I'll say it over and over again, because juries do it a lot. Juries do it a lot. It happens a lot. I've seen it over and over again, and they'll come out and they'll do these interviews, like the one with the Melody Farris trial. They come out and they do these interviews, and they'll be questioned as to what it was that made them feel that the person was guilty, and they'll be very blasé about it. They'll say, "Oh, well, it could have been this or it could have been that," and in the end, I felt at peace with it. Pretty sure it's not enough. It's just not enough. It's like the biggest decision you make in your own life, but you're making it for someone else, and it's not enough. Did I say it sounds like cock TV? Sometimes my accent doesn't sound quite like yours, Young. I think if there would have been cameras, more people would have seen Rick as innocent. That's actually a really good question. If there had been cameras... Okay, let's look at that in terms of... There was cameras for the Karen Reid trial, right? And also, there wasn't the whole issue of third-party culprits being kept out for the Karen Reid trial. So there wasn't an issue of, okay, there's a bunch of evidence that we know exists and is being kept away for the Karen Reid trial, right? And as a result, what ended up happening was, yes, there was a lot of people who hadn't been following it before, who started watching it right from the very beginning of trial, day one, who were convinced as they went along that, hang on, something's not right here. And maybe there might have been a little bit of peer pressure going on, or you know how you get your influencers on YouTube and that. It does happen. People get into chats and other people are saying, oh, this is a conspiracy, the state is all against her, and that happens a bit. But that said, there was so many different things going on with the prosecution's own case that it's pretty hard to say that they put on a good case. I actually, with Karen Read, I'm not convinced she's actually innocent, and I don't really care what people think about that. I just don't think that the state put on a good enough case.
Yeah.
I don't think she was proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and so therefore I think she should have been found not guilty. Really simple. Really, really simple. Because the burden is that high. And people will probably come up after me after this and go, she's innocent. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think she just wasn't proven guilty. But here's the thing. If the cameras had been in Richard Allen's courtroom, would people feel similarly to how they felt about Karen Read's case, having heard all the testimony from the state? Because the state put forward a similarly bad case in in Richard Allen, right? I don't know. I hope so. I hope they'd be appalled by what happened to him. I hope that they would just be disgusted by what happened to him. Unfortunately, because Judge Gull left so much stuff out, because she shut out all that evidence of these other people that were involved, of the fact that that crime scene, well, she didn't keep the crime scene out, but we wouldn't have seen the crime scene from having cameras in the courtroom. But the fact that there were the sticks were aligned in such a way that they resembled these Odinist characters, the fact that Abby had horns sticking out of her head, the fact that the tree next to Libby had an F emblazoned into it in blood, an Odinist F.
Yeah.
Right? All these things that can be traced back to the other 13 people that are in the Franks motion in some way or another. And then if you go and align that with the fact that some of those people in the Franks motion are friends with the prosecutor. Yes, the chief superintendent, and this Kathy Shank person, who was the person who found the tip that led to Richard Allen. Her husband is a Masonite. And her whole family is, all the men in her family, part of the local Masonite.
Go figure.
Masonic chapter or whatever it's called. And the Masons, there's a group of them that are also into this Odin cult thing that's going on in Delphi. One of them being Brad Holder, who was the dad of the boy who was dating Abby. Yes, it just runs so deep. Anyway, I don't want to just go on too much about all that, but if everything had been allowed in and people had seen it, I guarantee, like, there would be as many people shouting Free Richard Allen as there were shouting Free Karen Read. In fact, I'm amazed there are as many people shouting Free Richard Allen as there are. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's he's fortunate, but it's surprising.
Yeah. Doug Carter was lecturing everyone about the narratives, and Vinny was offended because transparency clears up the issues. Yeah. Yeah, Doug Carter was like, can everyone just stop and just start to heal? Please. Please. Okay, anyway. The prosecutors, I was thinking them, but Sean said that was 2023, 2024. Hello, Christmas Mullen. Oh, Chris, I recognize you. You're adorable. Oh, dear. Open them. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit behind with chat. Well, it is a paperclip. It is. Hang on, where did it go? It's a froggy paperclip. See, it's like it's got a little. It says made in China, but it actually has a little piece on it. Oh, are you telling me that? Oh, I know what you mean. That if you press down on it, it hops.
Oh.
Ah, you're right. It does hop. I'll have to give it to my daughter, and she'll be like, "Mom, I'm nearly a teenager. I don't want it." Well, you never know. We might still be able to watch the Luigi trial. I dare say it's probably 2 years away yet, because it looks like they want to put the death penalty on him. Actually, hang on, it's going to be a federal trial, isn't it?
No, state.
Is it? Isn't there a
Well, there may be a
federal
federal,
charges
but
on him?
state first, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you put them on the table and press the square thing. Right, yeah, I got it now.
You're kind of far behind in chat, by the way.
I am
Chat's
a
giving
long
you
way
crap.
behind. Sorry.
I need to change hell at a 1.25 speed.
Okay, I'm back now. They do want to have the death penalty. Yeah. Yeah, they've been talking about the death penalty. But there's no death penalty in New York, right?
They have it, but it won't be used.
So how they? Okay. So the death penalty does exist in the state of New York. Is that correct?
Yeah, last I heard.
Right. Okay. So federal will give death penalty. NY state doesn't. Nah. Okay, you're wrong. NY state doesn't have death penalty.
No. I thought they technically have it.
I believe KLF. They will find Luigi guilty of being hot to trot.
Okay, no, I stand corrected.
Man. Yeah, he's a pretty good looking man. Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, okay. So, what I've learned about the death penalty, and this is from Steve Gosney, and reading his latest book, Death Penalty Designs, is once the death penalty is on the table, everything changes. So, you have to go through the whole mitigation process. This is from the defense side, and the whole process gets blown out by 2 to 3 years. And I expect being with that, because it would be a federal case then, you'd be going by federal laws, which therefore would mean you wouldn't have to go by any state statutes, but I don't think it make much difference. It'll still take a long time.
It'll take a while, regardless.
Yeah. So, yeah, the mitigation process is between 10 months and 2 years, and it means that the person is entitled to maximum due process. And they get more of a budget for expert witnesses and things like that, as they should, because the state, or in this case the country, is trying to kill them.
Yeah.
But that said, it's pretty hard to come up with the kind of resources you need to fight that. But yeah, things start to become a lot more complicated when the death penalty is on the table. As Steve says, and it's in his book, death is different. Everything becomes a lot more complicated, and there will be a lot of motions on being put forth that are extremely complex and constitution based. It'll be interesting if it does get put on the table and we get to see. I don't know. Is the documents, are they available for the federal cases, or
I can check on Pacer.
yeah,
Probably.
on Pacer, right? Just because like we can't see in the courtroom doesn't mean we can't see the documents, right?
Correct.
Interesting. Yeah.
I can take a gander and see.
The folks with weird accents have Christmas poppers and they come with a hat and a cheap toy. Oh, is everyone wondering why I have a silly hat? Does she know Christmas is over? I still have one more left. Who wants to super chat me to open it? You want to know what's in it. You want to know. Oh, what's this? Oh, are we talking about the burnt woman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can't identify her because she was homeless, and
Well,
no
and
families come forward or anything.
that and the whole, crispy critter thing.
Well, she burnt quite a bit, but there was a name put out there on social media, but that's been debunked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was homeless, and no one has identified or come forth, which is so sad, isn't it? It's so sad. And people were just sitting there watching, including the perpetrator. Apparently, he's on
Yeah.
there on that video. And it's just like, well, you wonder why. You wonder why. What could the cop have done, though? That's probably a good question. Like, you would catch on fire yourself, wouldn't you, if you went near her?
Well, you could try to get some of the flames under control, but I don't think there was much you could have done.
Save it for New Year's.
Don't
You
you
don't
do
want
it?
me to open it?
Don't you do it for
Really?
New Year's?
No, we generally don't do Christmas crackers on New Year's.
Well,
I'm
now
actually-
you will.
Oh, Dina, thank you for the 1999 super chat, and congrats on your awesome present. We're gonna miss you though. Are you gonna have Wi-Fi on the boat? Like, are you gonna be able to log in sometimes and say hi? I hope so. I hope so. No. Meow. I love you. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Let's catch up sometime soon. In fact, do you want to come on the best of and worst of stream, or on Hearsay on Sunday? Come on sometime. I haven't seen you on here for ages. That's so nice of you, love. Love you. Surely there's extinguishers down. You would think there'd be fire extinguishers on a subway. Here we are in this enclosed space, right? I've never been there, but it looks really scary to me. I'm a bit claustrophobic. Right? It's a tunnel, right? It's underground and it's a tunnel.
Yeah, it's all underground.
Yeah. Right? And you're in this metal enclosed thing. And
Well, the train?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then it goes into a tunnel.
Yeah. Right? So, yeah, surely there'd be a fire blanket, something.
I mean, she was
There'd
already... Justin is right. I mean, she was already dead at that point.
Was she? She was standing up.
Yeah, but the way the body works, it's like her ligaments were burned, so she's like clinging to it, to something, and the fire's already like singed her lungs and everything, so she's basically dead, but her body is physically standing upright because of the heat.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What an ass.
Relatively quick, I would think, but painful at first.
fucked. It's like Big Daddy on steroids.
Yeah. And,
Man.
I mean, even if she could have survived at that point, like, or not survive, but even if she was alive, like, to put her out and then try to get her treatment would have just been, she wouldn't have survived, and
Shit.
it would have been barbaric.
And what's this dude's story? He's from Guatemala.
Yeah, I believe so.
And what, he was just mucking around with some flames, and
Yeah.
there must have been an accelerant.
I don't know. I think she was asleep at the time.
She was asleep.
Yeah.
How'd she get up then?
Well, she woke up.
Right. Wow. At the point the video starts, there is no survivor. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I went to New York, I don't think I'd go on the subway.
I wouldn't go to New York.
At this point in time, I feel like not going to New York. My niece is in New York right now, the one who lives in Arizona.
Who?
Well, she's there for Christmas and, you know, see the lights and all that stuff that you do, touristy stuff. But the actual subway itself, like as I said, I'm a little bit claustrophobic, and the idea of being underground in New York doesn't do it for me. Just no.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun. Yeah. It's not that bad, really? Okay. There's just been too many things happen lately to make me get over my fear of claustrophobia. Yeah. Fire extinguishers can easily become weapons, but you would think one would be around somewhere under lock and key. Yeah, or a fire blanket. Just like a fire blanket, if it had gotten onto her quick enough,
Yeah.
would have been good, yeah? And they can't become weapons, surely.
Probably not.
She had the same last words as that guy outside the Israeli embassy. What? You were in NYC in 2003, you didn't like it. My mum and dad were up at the top of the World Trade Center the year before it happened.
Yikes.
They've got video of them on the viewing deck and then coming down the elevators down onto the mezzanine. I know, it's full on. I see the video every now and again. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go into tall buildings.
You grew up an hour from NYC in New Jersey, and it's changed a lot. You know, Ron Coleman's in New Jersey. When he came on this stream, he said he can see the New York skyline from his apartment. I'm like,
Yeah.
that blows my mind. I'm like, really? Like, is it that prominent? Like, can you
Yeah.
see it from a whole other state?
Yeah, and the whole states are very close together, and that whole area is like built around each other.
It's dirty, dusty, and noisy. Yeah. See, I imagine it to be. Like, it looks all pretty and nice, but it's kind of like our big cities here. Like Sydney here is like, you know what Sydney looks like. It's got like the Opera House and all like the landmarks and that. But you actually go there and it's so yucky. Like, it's not a pleasant place to go, generally. But it's nothing compared to New York, obviously. But the bigger the city and the more attractions it's got, the nastier it is to actually be in. You like it there? That's cool, Angie. Like every major city, polluted, overcrowded, and dirty. Paris, oh, people say the worst things about Paris. There's rats. Like actual rats, just like everywhere around the streets. Like, and the river that goes through it, because you know how the Olympics were there recently, because they had to do rowing and swimming in there. They had to try and clean it out because feces is actually in the river.
Yeah.
Like, they had to clean it out. And when they did the swimming, people were vomiting, like literally vomiting, when they came out because they had swallowed some of the water. Ugh. Yuck. Rats are cute. Yeah, look, I like Darlie too. He's cute. He's like a little rat. Did anyone ever watched Faulty Towers? And
Yeah.
Manuel, he
Yeah.
had a pet rat. It was called Basil.
Yeah.
Basil? Basil? That's why my dog's named Sybil,
Yeah.
after the wife. Sybil! Rodents are so gross. All right, so let's go over what we've got. So, we've got... these are the ones I had to start off with. I have most painful testimony, least expert. There'll be a few of those. Stupidest prosecutor. I think we had Lally and Kari. You love Faulty Towers? Yeah, it's the best. Okay, if you think of any more, guys, pop them in chat. Most BS conviction. We have a judges category. We haven't decided what to call it yet. We have best opening and closing arguments. Most distracting person in the gallery. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that one. Most base testimony. Best bald head. That's yours, half Irish. Biggest narcissist. Biggest grifter from jail. Or most simped. Whichever. Most talkative defendant. Yeah, Ty is definitely going on that one. Most talkative defendant. Do we have any
Sarah Boone.
competitors for that? Yeah, Sarah. Sarah's definitely going to be on that one. Well, Zach was in 2023, so he's definitely a BS conviction, but 2023. Max Shart, best lawyer, yes. Nick Gator. Hottest legal assistant. Okay, cool, alright. So Shelby definitely will be on there. Tell us is going to be in 3 categories. He's going to be best bald head, most talkative defendant, and bushiest eyebrows. Hang on a minute. I'm just putting bushiest eyebrows down because I hadn't written it down. Most shit attorneys. Most shit attorneys. Jennifer Crumbly. So Shannon Smith. Unfortunately, she didn't do too well. We got Kari on there. Smallest manless. I love it. DUI guy for most distracting gallery member. He's won it every year for the last 4 years. Best attorney objection. I need help with that, young. I need help. Oh, damn. And also, by the way, we're going to have Phil from TYO Toys on because he has clips.
Woohoo.
Clips. That expert in Karen Retail. Yeah, the one who kept referring to stuff. Trooper, what's his name? Good contender for least expert. Help me out with that, Chris. I can't remember who it is. And this is going to take Trooper Paul. Is that his name? Paul what? Help me out. We're not voting today. We're voting... It's going to be Saturday. We're going to run this at 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, right? But I need the category sorted out and I need the nominee sorted out before then, right? Trooper Paul of the minimal brain cells. But what was he an expert in? Was he the one who just referred to stuff? Oh, that's his name, Trooper Paul. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. Miss Love and Hilton for most corrupt. Oh, most corrupt is a good one. Most corrupt. Love and Hilton. Least expert. Hang on, I'm just typing this in. Expert. Trooper Paul. Cool. Right. Best feat. Biggest Chad. The cannon dude. Oh, it's Joseph Paul. Okay, thank you. Yes, and definitely the gun expert that the judge had to yell at for pointing the gun at people. He's already down. We got him. He's in. So in. Like Flynn. Best judge leaving the bench moment. Ooh. Was there one?
In Young Thug, of course, but
Was there any others? Whitaker. Okay. Most ridiculous pro se trial. Have there been enough? Have there been enough? There's been... How many pro se trials has there been? There's only been Ty. Carly Gregg judge got... Oh, that's
there
right.
was. Oh, what was that?
Attorney objection to their own witness. Oh, that's right. Oh, that was in the one that you ran, Dolly.
Yeah.
The South Carolina one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She objected to her own
Craig.
witness. I was so...
And the prosecutor also did, leading as well.
Yeah, she goes leading. She's like, I'm on cross. Oh my god. Yeah, Chile was this year. Ah, yes, Chile was pro se at one point. And Boone was pro se as well, but not for her trial. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, and most cross, smallest manlet. Badass of the year. That's another one. We're going to have Badass of the year. Steel is going to be on there. Was the Michael Turney trial this year? Or was that last year?
No, last year.
Damn.
I know.
Because that judge was a badass.
Yes, he was.
Yes, indeed. Best bald heads. Yes. Biggest grifter and most simped. Luigi is definitely on there. He's not a grifter, but he's definitely most simped, for sure. Bradley Yawn was in 2023. Yeah. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through my hearsay for days for the last year, because it pretty much, I pick up the most talked about stuff each week. So I should be able to get all of these things out of there, pretty much. I didn't follow the Carly Gregg one, though. I didn't see that one.
No.
Unfortunately. So I should be able to get most things, but a couple of them I didn't get. Like, I didn't really follow YSL because it was just like so long and complicated. Yeah. I picked up bits of it, but not enough to know everything that happened. So unfortunately, I do need you guys' help with that one. But apart from that, I think I got most things. All right, cool. That's about it, guys. All right, so I think... What's this? I travel tomorrow. I have some time to sit and look for clips. Oh, that would be fantastic, Young. That would be fantastic.
Thank you. All
right. Did you cover... Oh, Apple River was a great one. Yes, we did. We did cover that. Yeah, we had a packed panel that week too. We had Sean and Branko was on. Branko was on point that week. It was like, Apple River Queen. Yes, that was big. Everyone was covering that. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yes. That was a BS conviction.
That's true.
That was. Wow. Hey, Valhalla, how's it going?
Hey.
Best tech fail in court. Oh, that's a good one too. Gypsy Rose should fit in. Yes, she should fit in somewhere. She's a grifter. Yes. She could be called a simp with all the boys. she juggled and hoodwinked. Yes. And people are starting to question whether she's actually pregnant. She's supposedly pregnant, but then she's seen out and about with no bump, and then she's got a bump. I don't know. I don't know about that, but it's a bit weird. It's a
She
bit
has
on the
not
weird
given
side.
birth yet.
No, she hasn't given birth yet.
I just checked.
Yeah.
But she
Cool.
does have a
All right.
cute
Hey,
picture
Val.
with a cute bump for
Let's
Christmas.
hope. Okay, because she has a baby, great, but she's not the best person to be a mum. Let's just say that.
It's due next
She
month.
murdered her mother. Murdered. Best arraignment straight to Regatta. She's her mother's daughter. Baby playing peekaboo. Yeah. Best arraignment. I would say Luigi's arraignment was pretty good. It was pretty good. She's due next month and no bail. Yeah, there was a photo of her just recently with like nothing.
She's got a little bit of one.
Mate, she not good. Not good. Alright, sweet. That's it, guys. Please, if you have ideas, thoughts, clips are good. If you have clips, please send them to me. And pop them into, you can either tweet me, even better, pop them into the Discord. If you're a member, that's great. Pop them into, we have, John has made a channel in the Discord for Best of 2024. Put it into your calendar. It'll be Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have guests. It's going to be fun. Phil from CYA Toys is going to come along. Yates, it's going to be his first time on here. He doesn't usually come on stream, so it's going to be great. Awesome lighthearted chat today. Yes, Rachel. Have a happy, prosperous new year. Thank you, Wicked Psych. Appreciate your super chat there. I love having you
Thank you.
around. Cool. And yeah, are you going to stream tomorrow, Mr. Ilya?
I don't know yet. I'm going to try to, but nothing concrete yet.
Okay, cool.
You?
All right, so no, not tomorrow, but the day after, obviously. So I have to prepare this and Hearsay for day. So I've got a fair bit to do. Everyone have a nice holiday season. Hopefully you're still on break. And yeah, this is going to be heaps of fun.
Yes.
Let's get to it, everyone. And it's time for the song. Time for the song. Let's go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Her name was Ella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. The co-host is Darby and she dances sometimes. The words are always so loud and because she's an 803. To be said.